EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to legendary Lambeau Field in Green Bay. We all know this community lives for its Packers, and the green and gold came out of the tunnel a short time ago, and it was loud. We are ready for football, so are they, as the Packers get set to match up with the Baltimore Ravens. Devin Duvernay now returning from the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. Play action. Now Jackson. Forced out to his left. And his first pass here is going to fall incomplete.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
Check 50, check 50. Check 9, check 9.
And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled.
Well, I can certainly tell my age, partner, because when I was a kid, running backs like J.K. Dobbins with over 2,000 yards in their final season in college, they went early in the draft. Instead, he somehow lasted until the second round. But how great is it to get a guy with that ability who can run it inside, run to the perimeter, and catch the football out of the backfield? To be able to get him in the second round, that's what I call a steal.
So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Jackson on the give to Dobbins. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
Well, every now and then we have to let a cliche fly, partner. And in this case, what do they say in the NFL? Your best ability is often your availability. And this is an extremely durable kid coming out of Ohio State. Carried the ball every time they even thought about running it. Wore down defenses and able to break big runs late in games. J.K. Dobbins going to Baltimore, an absolute perfect fit.
On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. Finding room to the 20 and down to the 16-yard line. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
He will push his way down to about the 14. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
It went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Yeah, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
26 months. Hey, tighten down. There you go. Check 4. You gotta make a move.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Jackson steps away to his left. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down. 8th play of the drive forthcoming, and they need 8 yards on 3rd down. From the gun, Jackson eluding the pressure right. And that'll be caught. Touchdown Ravens. It's Hollywood Brown. Hollywood, Marquise Brown, there to make the grab. And the Ravens have taken the early lead on the road here at Lambeau. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Rodgers will bring the pack up with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line.
Alert 3. Right now, you got 58.
Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Watch the ship. Watch the ship. Hey, check Mike 21. Mike 21. Check Mike 21. You go night-night. Time to go night-night. Hey, check Mike 21. Mike.
From the 27, Rodgers. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8.
Hey, check Mike 21. Mike 21. Check Mike 21. Hey, we got to get this stop here. Hey, check Mike 21. Mike 21. Check Mike 21.
Here's Rodgers to throw. And that is incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 1st quarter. Oh, a big decision here early. Look at this. They're going to go for it on their own side of the field.
Mike 21. Check Mike 21.
Here we go on 4th down with Rodgers. Now a diving effort right sideline. He's got it.
I'd have to say that whenever you see a good post route run, they do not like to let it end without the catch. Hence, that great diving play.
Yeah, lay it up there, let him go get it, and he got it.
Check 26. Check 26.
Now a 1st down carry by Jones. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Rodgers' throw is taken in by Jones. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Let's go, baby. Need turnovers. Get that ball. Hey, Mike. Hey, check Mike 21. Mike 21. Check Mike 21. You plant.
Throwing on 1st down is Rodgers. This one swung out here to Jones. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. From the gun, it's Rodgers.
Check curls. Check curls. Check curls.
Here's a diving catch right side. So pass interference, the call is so tough as a defender, I'd imagine, to time that up perfectly.
It certainly is difficult to get it exactly right because sometimes you're looking at getting there fractions of seconds too early. That one looked a little more obvious. Always a tough penalty to officiate. Just ask the basketball refs when they have to officiate block and charge.
1st and goal and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back. Now Rodgers. And this will be caught by his big wide receiver. No gain there on the completion. It'll be 2nd down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
On 2nd down, it's Jones. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? Rodgers going to throw. Escaping the pressure right. He hauls it in. Valdez-Scantling for the Packers touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown catch. And the Packers are within an extra point of tying this thing up. And he shows some mobility there, getting outside of the tackles, moving to the right, making a nice play.
He had the whole field in front of him and was able to actually throw it about where he was looking, right? He said he moved to the right, had his vision there, and put a nice pass into the end zone for a touchdown.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. No run back here for Duvernay. Touchback out to the 25. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offense's sails, because they had it going pretty good last time too.
Had to sit over there for a little while, didn't they? You know, they were eager, amped up to get back on the field after just scoring, hoping to get the ball back quickly. That didn't happen, so I'd say come out, just kind of get started again. You know, it doesn't have to be anything dramatic.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Rashawn Gary. The blitz works to perfection as he gets in there to dump him for a loss of 8. Well behind the sticks here with a 2nd and 18.
Watch twist. Watch twist. Check. Lucky. Shift.
Another try after the first down sack. Jackson, he'll buy some time right. He's going to look deep for Watkins. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Throwing back across his body. Adrian Amos with a pick. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. He exited the pocket trying to improvise. That was a tough throw, and unfortunately, it wound up in the wrong pair of hands.
And Brandon, when you're on the run, sometimes your downfield vision can get skewed just a bit. Now, the beauty of extending a play is sometimes your receivers find their way open, but oftentimes you end up closing down part of the field and bringing those defenders to the ball. And that one was picked off.
And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Jones looking for a signal, but none forthcoming. They stopped him shy of the goal line. No gain on the play, and it's going to be 2nd and goal. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7.
Hey, 4 down. Nice, sweetheart.
Oh, they go with a tight end carry. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Touchdown, Packers. Mercedes Lewis there to make the grab. And the Packers have taken the lead. Crosby with the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now.
Now the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Jackson's throw taken in by Watkins here. Now a loose football. The ball comes out, and the Packers pick it up. And he will take this down to the 10-yard line.
So, partner, that play broke huge. And when you can get a guy into the open field after the catch, he does actually turn into a running back. But in this case,
that's not his role.
No, not ultimately, because he didn't do what? He didn't secure the football. And if he had done that, that play would have been spectacular. Instead, he turns it over.
Yeah, a big play, all for naught. That catch good for only a couple.
And they ran just a little underneath route here on 1st and goal, but there's really not a whole lot of room to operate this close to the goal line. He's just not able to get loose after the catch.
On 2nd down now, it's Jones, and nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time, and now it's 3rd and goal. Boy, you'd hate to squander this great field position. Here's 3rd and goal.
Hey, check, Mike 21, Mike 21.
On play action, it's Rodgers. Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And the Ravens are going to get it back here just shy of the 20. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
And this is caught by Watkins. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Off the play fake, here's Jackson. This will be caught by Brown. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1.
Watch 36 to Mike.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Jackson. He'll check this down to Dobbins out of the backfield. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. They go play action with Jackson. He's going deep for Brown. And that'll be caught. Touchdown Ravens. It's Hollywood Brown. Marquise Brown in the final seconds of the first half. And the Ravens have a chance to tie the game here in the final seconds of the half. Tucker with the extra point, and we are tied here in the 2nd quarter. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Rodgers going to return it from his end zone.
Check, Mike 21. Hey, check 26. It's our field. It's our field. Hey, it's our house.
A final shot before half for Rodgers. Going for the deep ball. It's caught inside the 25. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
Well, that's a heck of a response to regain the lead after we had seen the touchdown to tie the game.
I would say what we just saw there was a great amount of poise, because typically when teams tie the game up, it's a little bit of a, how would you say, you kind of take a step back and have to get yourself regrouped. They regrouped in a hurry, didn't they? They attacked back after they'd been tied.
And in a big way, that was a statement-long touchdown. Oh, this is blocked. It's picked up. A live ball, taking it right down Broadway. He's at the 40, 20, and all the way into the end zone, and that's 2 points. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. The drive will start at the 25-yard line here as Rodgers will not return it. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
They'll run it with Jones. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. 65 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Here we go, D. Here I come again. Here I come again.
Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. Solid running on the carry, but still brought down just inside of the 40. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. On play action, Rodgers looking deep for Adams. And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown, Packers. 4 touchdown passes now for Aaron Rodgers. And the Packers add on to their lead. Well, they had gone run the previous play. Nice little setup. This time they go play action. Defense bites a bit, and they hit for a big play in the end zone.
So they sold it really well, didn't they? Because of just what you described. They ran it the previous play, come back with the same action, and now they step back.
And oh, it's blocked. Now it's scooped up, and this is alive. Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. He's at the 30, 10, 5, and he takes it the distance across the goal line for 2 points.
Mason Crosby to kick off for Green Bay.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown.
Packer pressure, and down he goes. 2nd and 15. Another try after the first down sack. Jackson. That'll be caught by the big tight end, Andrews. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Off the play fake to Dobbins, here's Jackson. Being chased out left. And he works his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a halt. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down. They go play action now. Jackson. Throw left side complete. That's Watkins. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40.
And that's a nice catch there. Remember, he had the fumble earlier. No way he was giving up the ball in that situation. Secured it tight to his body and picks up the first down.
Play action. It's Jackson. And this is going to be hauled in by the tight end Andrews. Jackson on first down. Flushed out right. He'll find Dobbins out of the backfield. And down inside the 15 he goes.
That is definitely what we call on defense an uh-oh play. And what you mean by that is against Lamar Jackson, when you see him out of the pocket, your first thought is, uh-oh, he's going to try and run it. How do I get to him and get him on the ground? And guess what? That didn't happen, and his receivers took advantage.
And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down. On second down, a run with Dobbins. And he's going to work this one down to about the 5. This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard. From the gun, it's Jackson. Steps away. He'll dump this off complete to Dobbins. And the Ravens are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as they find a way to convert there on 3rd and 1.
Well, you have to be aware defensively that you've got 2 goals because obviously you're trying to prevent the touchdown, but you're also trying to keep them from getting a first down as well. That time they weren't up to the...
And he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. J.K. Dobbins punching it in from a yard away. And the Ravens are able to get a score back in the final stages of this 3rd quarter. John Harbaugh thought about it, and now his guys are going to go for the 2-point conversion.
Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up. No, off. Check your hot read. Switch it. Come on, switch it.
They'll try and run with Freeman. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. 3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And they've seen their lead nearly extinguished after that last score, but bottom line, they are still on top with the football, and a touchdown on this drive would really put them in position A. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. That ball is caught. Marquez Valdes-Scantling. And they're going to have this in a great spot way down in Baltimore territory. It's a big play there for Green Bay.
I can still hear it reverberate through this thick skull of mine. Crossing routes versus man-to-man coverage, it's a bad matchup for the defense. Those tend to work very well as they run away from a defender.
All day, dog. Hey, check Mike 21, Mike 21, check Mike 21. Let's go, tight end. Boom. Here now, inside. Check Mike 21, Mike 21. Check.
Into the red zone, it's Rodgers.
Let's go, baby.
toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, I think that was good strategy there, trying to go right back to him after the last completion. But this time, the defense was all over him, and they got there to break that one up.
Here we go, G. 26. Hey, check Mike 21. Mike 21. Check Mike 21.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Rodgers. It's caught here by Adams. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Tight dog, tight dog.
Here's Rodgers throwing quickly to the flat. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down. And the Packers are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. They'll try and run it in with Jones. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Aaron Jones taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Packers add 6 to their lead. So here we go. The Packers will line up to go for 2. They're going to run for it with Jones. And he will get into the end zone again. And he seems to have a nose for it as he gets both the touchdown and the 2-point conversion. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit.
Watch 36. 36 to Mike. Let's go, defense. Let's go, defense. And here we go.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. Slings it to Andrews, and it's complete. The tight end has it. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
8 yards on the pickup brings up 2nd and 2 at the 33-yard line.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Jackson. He's going deep for Brown. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Adrian Amos with a pick. And the Packers are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line. Well, certainly not on their side offensively. They had to take some chances, but that interception will further hinder their already slim chance at victory.
Yeah, and you're talking about time not on their side, but it certainly is on the defense's side, and they understood that. They knew they had to press it a little bit, and they planned accordingly, and what a benefit for them, able to pick that one off and hopefully put this game away.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They have to like the position that they are in. 4th quarter, 2-score lead, and now the ball back after the INT. And he almost gets this to the 30, taken down about a yard shy. 89 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
Hey, check Mike 21. Mike 21. Check Mike 21. Here we go. Here we go.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. This is Jones. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down.
check, Mike 21.
They'll try and run some clock now with Jones. And he's going to take this one up only to about the 44-yard line. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
I got one. Hey, check, Mike 21, Mike 21.
To throw is Rodgers. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. Ravens going to use their third and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Rodgers now, after the sack, he'll lead the pack up on 3rd and long.
Hey, check, Mike 21, Mike 21, check, Mike 21. It's been a long day for you. He's coming, he's coming, he's coming. We got
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. Give him 8 yards on the carry, and that's going to bring up 4th down.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
And Bojorquez on to punt as he gets it away. And this one goes angling out of bounds, and it will be spotted inside the 30-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, 2-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back and then score again, but they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly, then they'll take it from there.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Jackson. Dobbins with it. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. And that's good for a gain of 6, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Working with his 2nd and 4. Jackson. Now he'll escape to his right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
And let's face it, this defense has had its share of struggles all game long, and they know that they can put it all behind them if they defend well here in the 2-minute drill. Excellent coverage right there to force the incompletion.
The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Throwing, Jackson. And this is intercepted.